Scooted! Hello, I'm Andy, and welcome back to the channel. We're getting really close to the end of Firefly now. I'm planning on recording 2 episodes tonight, and those will be episodes 13 and 14, with 14 being the last. And obviously I went into this knowing that it was kind of, there was only a certain amount of episodes and a movie. But yeah, obviously, sort of speaking of the movie, I will be watching and reacting to Serenity probably this weekend, actually, and that should go up fairly swiftly after episode 14 goes up. So yeah, I'm not going to kind of leave any massive gaps or anything. I suppose we should get into it then. Just sat here kind of wanting to watch the next episode, but not wanting to watch the next episode, because that means that's one episode closer to the end, but there we go. So yeah, let's just do it, I think. This is Firefly, episode 13. Interesting music. Interesting car. It has no wheels.
Get inside.
It's a really strange clash of two worlds, isn't it?
We ain't open for business.
Shut up, whore.
Wow.
I'm here for what's mine.
Ain't nothing here belongs to you. You don't get gone, we'll be well within our rights to drop you.
The only rights you've got are the ones I give you.
Well, he seems pleasant, doesn't he?
Andelain! It's a good thing you haven't left with my baby.
This baby ain't yours.
So you keep saying. If this DNA is a match with mine, I will be back for my baby. And if I have to, I'll cut it out of you.
He'll do it too. He'll do what he says.
No, he won't. We won't allow it.
I recognise her from somewhere.
Who'd help us?
How is he going to hear about it, though? To go and help them?
Got a distress call coming in. Some folks asking for help.
Okay, that'll be how they find out then.
The call's for Nara.
I'll take it in my shuttle.
Oh, interesting.
This distress wouldn't happen to be taking place in someone's pants, would it? No, I'm not skipping the intro.
I don't care. I'm still free.
No, what I was saying earlier before that guy turned into a complete dickhead was, it's funny seeing the two worlds collide. Like, you've got these high-tech hovery cars and horseback riders. Kind of the Old West meets space age. Which I guess is kind of the theme of the entire show, isn't it? But it's just odd seeing them so kind of closely together.
I'm imposing, but I got no one else to ask. It sounds like something this crew can handle. I can't guarantee they'll handle it particularly well. Payment won't be a problem. We just ain't equipped for this. I would have waved you long ago. It's just... Doesn't matter. Who'd have thought we'd both end up all the way out here? Who'd have thought? Let me know what your people say. Of course. I suppose you heard most of that.
Only because I was eavesdropping. Friend sounds like she's in a peck of trouble.
She is.
Oh no.
They're totally alone.
Some men might take advantage of that. A whole house full of companions. How they fix for payment?
They're not companions. They're whores.
Thought you didn't much care for that word.
It applies. They're not registered with the guild. They're...
Independent?
Yes. If you agree to do this, you'll be compensated. I'll see to it. I've put a little aside.
You can keep your money. Won't be needing no payment.
Well, thank you. You will be paid. I feel it's important that we keep ours strictly a business arrangement.
Not me tearing up already.
Don't much see the benefit in getting involved in strangers' troubles without an upfront price negotiated.
Does he know who they are?
No one's gonna force you to go, Jane. As has been stated, this job is strictly speculative.
Good.
They're whores.
I'm in.
I was gonna say.
Solar sheeting. Cheap power.
Hope the whores are prettier than the house.
Sheer force of will.
Andy, this is Malcolm Reynolds.
I appreciate your coming.
Well, any friend of Inara's is a strictly business-like relationship of mine.
Can I start getting sexed already?
Well, that one's kind of horrific.
Oh, bless him.
Look, they got boy whores. Isn't that thoughtful? I wonder if they service girl folk at all.
Isn't there a pregnant woman I'm to examine?
Examine me.
Whoop. My John Thomas is about to pop off and fly around the room. There's so much tasty in here.
Would be you get your most poetical about your pecker. This is Pedaline.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's get you lying down.
Now that's a plan.
Everyone's got somebody. Watch, tell me I'm pretty.
Were I unwed, I would take you in a manly fashion.
'Cause I'm pretty?
'Cause you're pretty.
Take you in a manly fashion.
You think the kid is his?
I think it's Pedaline's.
But the blood test.
50-50, not that it matters. The man ain't fit to raise a cactus plant. Rance Burgess has money enough to build a city, a real community. Keeps people living like this so he can play cowboy. Be the one with the best toys. Turn this moon into a Goram theme park.
I'd like to meet him,
Well, he'll be at the theater tonight, that's a certainty.
and so will I.
You take a clean woman's virtue, you take the woman. And that's for life.
Oh, it's nice to know there's some places left in the verse where old-fashioned values still mean a thing.
I don't think I know you.
Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Reynolds. And might I just say, she is quite a beauty.
Ever had occasion to handle one of these, Mr. Reynolds?
Well, it's lighter than it looks.
Please shoot him.
And as you say, she is a beauty.
She sure is. Of course, I was referring to the lady. Ma'am?
So, what's the plan?
The plan is we get back to Serenity and we get off this rock just as fast as we can.
I'm sorry? Mal?
And there can be no mistake. Good.
Rance?
The DNA matches.
Grief. Poor thing.
We run. I don't much like what we'd be up against.
Okay.
But he'll keep coming. Won't stop till he gets what he thinks is his. So we run.
I understand, Captain Reynolds. You have your people to think of, same as me. And this ain't your fight.
I don't believe you do understand, Andy. I said, we run. We, my people, your people, and whatever bits of precious you got in this house you can't bear to part with. We load up Serenity, and we leave Burgess in the dust.
Interesting. I did not expect that.
I'm not going anywhere.
He'll kill you.
Rance Burgess is just a man. And I won't let any man take what's mine. I doubt you'd do different in my position.
Well, lady, I must say, you're my kind of stupid.
Probably right in by daylight. But I figure 3-point watch, say 4-hour shift, just to be on the safe side.
I'm fair-handed with the hammer, Captain.
That's so, Shepard.
They're all staying.
Good. We might want to scrounge up.
Starting.
Yeah, that it is, but time is on the enemy's side.
Don't you, Tam?
Oh, it's starting. Okay. Nobody panic. Everything's gonna be okay. It'll be all right.
I got this one, Captain.
Thanks.
She does seem very much like the female version of Mal, doesn't she? The main woman here.
Well, I'm not sure now is the best time to bring a tiny little helpless person into our lives.
That excuse is getting a little worn, honey.
It's not an excuse, dear.
I ain't so afraid of losing something that I ain't gonna try to have it. You and I would make one beautiful baby, and I want to meet that child one day.
Truth is, I expected a whole lot more of you to be taking payment in our trade.
Got a preacher, married fella, and the doctor. Well, he'd have to relax for 30 seconds to get his play. That'd be more or less a miracle. So you're fetching little pieces. Any of them work?
Violence and crime, sad to say. What about you? No, I mean, when are you planning to avail yourself of some of our trade?
Just never like complications.
I trained as a companion, remember? I read people pretty well.
Well, that's nice for you.
She knows.
Inara.
Yeah, she's a cherry blossom, no denying.
Did she ever tell you why she left Sanan?
Never asked.
I don't know my own self. I tell you, it was a shock her leaving. She was special. Could have been house priestess for years' time.
Is that right?
Had her eyes on it, too. Very focused. She's like you more than a little.
And how exactly is that?
She hates complications.
You're not completely dilated yet.
How many babies have you actually delivered?
This would be the first. You?
My first two. Mine too.
It's gonna be a long night.
You look great, Doctor.
It's a nice place.
There was a dung heap. Run by a pig who had half the girls strung out on drops.
And where's he at now? You are a remarkable woman. You don't mind my saying. If I'm overstepping my bounds, you let me know.
So Malcolm, I've been waiting for you to kiss me since I showed you my guns. You okay with this?
I'm not.
I ain't her.
Only people in this room are you and me.
How long has it been since your last confession?
Longer than I care to say.
You gonna remember where everything goes?
Should be an Aro.
So the horse got herself a champion, has she?
Reynolds. Malcolm Reynolds.
Is that a girl from the thing?
Seems the Heart of Gold's got itself a few mercenaries.
Shit. That is, isn't it? What an asshole.
Now, Shari here. She understands a whore's place, don't she?
Spit on our town.
They've no respect for the sanctity of fatherhood, or decency, or family.
They have my child.
Let us all remember, right here and now, what a woman is to a man.
Oh, fuck off.
Get on your knees.
Punch him in the dick. Ugh. Not getting angry. God, if Inara finds... Well, Inara's gonna know, isn't she? There's no way she's not gonna know. Wonder how she'll feel. Oh dear. Oh.
Well,
I just had to tell Nandy about time to...
The shit.
You know, I was up. I got I thinking.
so you took to bed with Nandy. I'm glad.
Glad.
Yes. She's a dear friend and probably in need of some comfort about now. One of the virtues of not being puritanical about sex is not feeling embarrassed afterwards. You should look into it.
So, you're okay? Well, yeah, why wouldn't you be?
I wouldn't say I'm entirely okay. I'm a little appalled at her taste.
Okay, that went better than I expected it to, honestly. I'm enjoying the fact that Jane is sleeping with his gun. Oh. Trying really hard not to cry again.
Make her help if she stands after this one.
I guess it did hurt her. I mean, it obviously it was gonna, wasn't it? There was no way that didn't.
You ladies and gentlemen all locked and loaded?
Oh, no, girl, that is just plain dirty.
Jane, you are aware your radio's transmitting? Because I don't feel particularly girlish or dirty at the moment. I'd like you best on the balcony with me. You can see everyone from up there. And if anything
You didn't
goes...
give me the whole truth, Mal.
About what?
About her feelings for you.
I really don't know.
Is he even aware of them? You would think he would be, but then maybe he's actually not. Like, of Inara's feelings, I mean. Because they're definitely, like...
Zoe, Jane.
We can see it as the audience, but... audience, viewers, whatever.
Anybody here goes down, you drag them to the back and get back to shooting. Only way to help them is to finish this.
Wash, I'm gonna be trading injuries in under 2 minutes. I'd like my sky a little less empty.
Copy that, Mal.
Oh, shit. Please tell me he just didn't get hit.
Jane, I do believe that's our first hurdle. You might.
Think I might, Captain.
Fire!
Oh, is that asshole that went and bloody warned them? Okay, no, Wash is fine.
Wash, where the hell is my spaceship?
Shit. Really?
Jane? I lost visual on Burgess.
Same here.
Oh, is she letting him in?
Take the right.
Oh, I fucking hate this people.
Woohoo! Hey.
Oh god, oh god. Shh.
It's...
Boy, healthy.
Good morning, Andelain. How's my boy?
Rance, most of your men are either dead, dying, or run off.
Oh, well, that don't matter none. I got what I came here for. This is my blood, woman.
No. Now you hand that child over nice and slow.
Oh, shit. Shoot him.
She was just a whore.
Andelain! You bring my baby out right now! I want to see my son!
Rance, this is Jonah. Jonah, say hi to your dad. Say goodbye to your daddy, Jonah. You go with them.
I had a feeling she was gonna die. I couldn't figure out. I couldn't, like. There was no way she could have stayed alive, and. Things been okay between Mal and Inara.
I'm glad you were with her. Her last night. I am.
Yeah, well, I ain't. Yeah, I wish I never met her. And I wouldn't have failed her.
That wasn't the way of it.
It's a kindness.
Well, I'm still glad.
So you weren't before? Nora, I ain't looking for anything from you. I'm just feeling kind of truthsome right now. Life's just too damn short for ifs and maybes.
I learned something from Nandy. The family she made, the strength of her love for them, it's what kept them together. When you live with that kind of strength, you get tied to it. You can't break away, and you never want to. There's something I should have done a long while ago.
for both of us that it took me this long. I'm leaving.
Fucking knew it. I knew that was going to go that way. Fuck's sake. Why? Nandi definitely felt like she was the female version of Mal. Just the way she kind of ran her brothel or whatever you want to call it. Like, it just felt kind of like she looked after her girls the same way Mal looks after his crew. Kind of like, if you're one of hers, you're not going to get left behind. Now, obviously, she's not going anywhere, so she's not actually going to physically leave somebody behind. But, like, with that girl that was pregnant, she had her back immediately. There was, like, no question that she would just let her deal with that on her own. But her sleeping with Mal was kind of... I don't know, it's funny, isn't it? Because, like, if Inara wasn't in the picture, I'd have been really happy about that. I mean, not that it was ever going to be perhaps a lasting thing, because I doubt she would have left the place and I doubt he would have stayed there with her type of thing. But, I don't know, it just, from that respect, it kind of felt right. But Inara is obviously there, and she does have feelings for Mal, and he has feelings for her, so... Kind of from that point of view, I just felt sorry for Inara, and I just felt like that Mal would regret it. Yes, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because nothing's happening between them, like Inara and Mal. And it did actually surprise me, because I knew Inara would be her, and then when she found out, like when Mal was leaving Nandi's room, I was expecting her to be more upset than she was initially. And then when she wasn't upset, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense because she's a companion, and she's clearly used to that sort of thing. She doesn't get emotionally involved. But then obviously we saw her crying, and it was just like, okay, she did get emotionally involved. And obviously, I don't know, I know she likes Mal, and I know it's more than just a sex thing, but I don't know. I just really want them to just talk to each other, for God's sake. And it felt like that's what they were going to do at the end, and then obviously they didn't, because Inara has said she's leaving now, and I'm just like, don't do that. And I understand why she's doing it. It's because she's hurt and she doesn't want to feel like that again. And if Mal does that again, which is, you know, is likely, because I mean they're gonna come across other females, I'm sure. But yeah, and obviously it was very sad that she died at the end there. But like I said, it's funny actually, because I was literally at the end, like literally just before she got shot, I was gonna say I think she's gonna die, and then she obviously got shot. But it makes sense from a continuity perspective, because I don't think Inara's going to leave either, but I don't think they would have been able to continue with the show. And obviously they didn't continue with the show because it was cancelled, but I don't think they would have been able to continue nicely or cleanly if she had stayed alive. It's a really good episode though. And I'm about to jump into the last one, which is horrible. But yeah, I want to get into the next episode now, get it over with, rip the band-aid off. So I'm going to wrap this video up. If you've enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out the full-length version, you can find the link to my Patreon in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.